In the annals of Chinese history, Zhuge Liang stands as an enduring symbol of intelligence, virtue, and strategic mastery. Born in a turbulent era, during the waning years of the Han Dynasty, and into the period known as the Three Kingdoms, Zhuge Liang's legacy was not merely forged on the battlefield, but in the hearts and minds of those he served and led. His life offers timeless lessons in humility, wisdom, and the subtle art of winning people's hearts, qualities that remain as relevant today as they were nearly 2 millennia ago. To understand the depth of Zhuge Liang's humility, one must first appreciate his beginnings. Often described as a hidden dragon, Zhuge Liang lived a secluded scholarly life before being sought out by the warlord Liu Bei. When Liu Bei arrived at Zhuge Liang's modest thatched cottage, he did so 3 times, demonstrating profound respect and patience. Zhuge Liang did not rush to seize power or recognition. Instead, he waited, observing, and only agreed to serve when he was convinced that Liu Bei's cause was just and his intentions were noble. This patience was not passivity, but a mark of true humility, an understanding that one's talents are best used in service of a greater purpose, not for personal glory. Humility, in Zhuge Liang's view, was not self-abasement but self-awareness. He understood the limits of his own knowledge and abilities, and he was not afraid to consult others or admit uncertainty. In his famous Memorial to the Emperor, Zhuge Liang wrote candidly about his fears and doubts, expressing his devotion to the cause and his sense of responsibility, while acknowledging that success was not guaranteed. Such openness fostered trust and loyalty among his subordinates and peers. It is a powerful lesson. True leaders do not pretend to be infallible. They invite collaboration, listen to advice, and remain open to learning. Wisdom for Zhuge Liang was more than intelligence or cunning. It was the ability to see beyond the immediate and the obvious. He was a master strategist, renowned for his ability to turn the tide of seemingly hopeless situations through careful planning and deep understanding of human nature. The story of the empty fort strategy illustrates his profound psychological insight. When faced with an advancing enemy and little hope of military defense, Zhuge Liang ordered the city gates to be opened and calmly played the zither atop the walls. His enemy, suspecting an ambush, withdrew. This was not mere bravado, but an act grounded in careful calculation and the knowledge that perception often shapes reality as much as facts themselves. His wisdom also extended to matters of governance and daily life. Zhuge Liang emphasized the importance of education, discipline, and meritocracy. He promoted officials based on ability, not background, and took pains to ensure that justice and fairness prevailed in the territories he administered. In his famous Instructions to My Son, Zhuge Liang counseled humility, diligence, and the pursuit of knowledge, timeless values that remain essential for personal growth and societal well-being. But perhaps Zhuge Liang's greatest legacy lies in his ability to win people's hearts, not through force, but through tact, empathy, and genuine care. He believed that lasting loyalty could not be compelled by fear or coercion, but must be inspired by virtue and trust. One of his most notable achievements was his ability to unify diverse groups of people, many of whom had once been adversaries. He took the time to understand their concerns, respected their traditions, and found ways to integrate their strengths into the greater cause. Zhuge Liang's approach to conflict was often conciliatory, rather than confrontational. When dealing with dissent or opposition, he sought first to persuade and educate rather than punish. He recognized that winning an argument was less important than winning a person's respect and understanding. This approach is exemplified in his correspondence with rival generals and officials, where he appealed to their sense of honor and duty rather than resorting to threats or insults. Central to Zhuge Liang's philosophy was the idea that the best way to lead was by example. He was renowned for his frugal lifestyle and tireless work ethic. Despite holding immense power, he lived simply, refused excessive rewards, and dedicated himself wholly to his responsibilities. His personal integrity inspired those around him, creating a culture of loyalty and self-sacrifice that endured long after his death. In modern times, Zhuge Liang's lessons are as applicable in boardrooms and classrooms as they were on ancient battlefields. Humility fosters collaboration and innovation, as it allows leaders and teams to recognize and address their limitations. Wisdom, especially the ability to think strategically and understand the motivations of others, enables sound decision-making and the anticipation of challenges before they arise. Most importantly, the capacity to win hearts through empathy, respect, and genuine care creates bonds of trust that can weather any storm. Zhuge Liang's life was not without setbacks or failures. He faced betrayal, loss, and the ultimate defeat of his cause. Yet even in adversity, he maintained his principles. His death was mourned not only by his allies, but even by some of his former enemies, a testament to the enduring respect he commanded. In his final letters, he urged his successors to continue serving with diligence and humility, reminding them that their true legacy would be measured not in victories, but in the well-being and loyalty of the people they served. Ultimately, the story of Zhuge Liang is a reminder that the greatest leaders are not those who seek power for its own sake, but those who earn the love and respect of others through humility, wisdom, and a sincere commitment to the greater good. In a world often obsessed with status and authority, his example invites us to lead with quiet strength, to seek understanding before judgment, and to remember that the hearts we win are the true measure of our success. As we reflect on Zhuge Liang's enduring wisdom, let us strive to embody his humility in our interactions, his strategic insight in our endeavors, and his gentle but steadfast way of winning people's trust. For in doing so, we not only honor his legacy, but also lay the foundation for a more compassionate, just, and harmonious world.